Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 2022 Fall Fulton County Accountability Court Commencement Ceremony. I am John Collins, the Program Director. We have 6 graduates today, 2 from our Behavioral Health Treatment Program and 4 from our Drug Court Program. I want to welcome and thank all our partners and supporters who are joining us in the courtroom and on Zoom and YouTube today. I'd like to thank our participants, of course, and their families, the program staff who continue to work with our participants every day, our judges, Judge Richardson with Behavioral Health Treatment Court, Judge McBurney with Drug Court, and Judge Krause with Drug Court, and of course their support and chamber teams. We want to thank our wonderful public defenders and the District Attorney's Office, as well as Community Supervision, Superior Court Administration, and our friends at Fulton County Sheriff's Office. We want to thank our friends at the Hope and Healing Foundation who are sponsoring our generous gift bags for each graduate today. And of course, we would like to thank Fulton County government and our Board of Commissioners who are our unwavering supporters. Superior Court Administration and our friends at Fulton County Sheriff's Office. With that said, I will be handing it over to our Mistress of Ceremonies in the courtroom, Sharon Reeves.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming out to our annual fall graduation commencement. We're going to get started because we have our judges who are still working, and without further delay, well, we've got Judge Richardson. I'm going to let her come on out. We're going to get started, and we're going to start off with our invocation from Mr. Anthony Thomas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. We asked me to do this. I didn't know. I had no idea what to say or what to do, so I just put something together from my heart. And bow our heads, dear Heavenly Father, I'd like to thank you for your goodness and your grace and your guidance and patience and love. I'd like to also thank you for not giving up on me when I gave up on myself. But most of all, I want to thank you for giving out each and every one of us a new chance at a new life, and putting the people in our life to give us the knowledge and tools to help us stay clean and set life on life terms. I thank you for my family, my friends, people of the program, from the beginning to the end. But most of all, I'd like to thank you for the strangers that I met on my journey of recovery, knowing that by a smile or a kind gesture or word, I changed the way they feel and the way they look at life. But most of all, the positive impact they had on my life. I want to thank you for all the hard times and trials and tribulations that I went through so I can get to where I'm at now. Heavenly Father, my Heavenly Father's name, I want to thank you and pray, amen. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Next, we're going to have reflections by Ms. Sarah Smith.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
A reflection on my peers and I. We were some of the most undesirable people in Fulton County at one point. Most of our families and friends had lost hope for us. We had lost hope for ourselves. We found ourselves in a place where we didn't think there was an exit. Most of us were in jail or looking at long jail terms, and we were offered a chance at a program. Most of us probably just took that chance to get out of jail. I did. and it turned into a new way of life for us. Each one of us now have beautiful families and friends out here supporting us. We've gained great employment. Some of us have 401ks now. Insurance, cars, homes, chances with our beautiful children again. Most of all, these men, I don't know on behalf of the behavioral court, but I know that my fellow accountability court brothers have given me a new faith in men in general. They are the first relationships in recovery that I made that were genuine. They taught me how to love a stranger, how to just care for someone without expectation. And I know that no matter what or where, 10, 20 years from now, if I were to call any one of them, that they would come at a beck and call for me with no questions asked. And I just want to thank everyone, we all do, for everything that you've done, clinicians, everyone at drug court, for just answering our calls and questions and holding us accountable. Because now we're productive and honorable members of society. And we just want to thank you guys.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Smith. Beautiful reflection. Next, we're going to have our presentation of certificates by our judges. And the first judge is going to be Judge Emily Richardson. Yeah, come on down. All right, come on, look at that.
Thank you.
Oh, I am so proud of you. All right, so Mr. Pulisiak, so during our last, actually 2 different times in court, as you were kind of wrapping up at the very end, and I asked you to kind of give some words of wisdom to your fellow clients that were still there, and you said, try your best, don't give up, be patient, it'll all be good. And I was thinking about that after you said it, about how not only that summed up your attitude that you have had throughout this program, but the attitude that I know you're going to continue with as you move on now to this next stage. And it's, be patient, because we hit some hiccups on the journey together, but you didn't give up. You kept going, you persevered through it. Even when we were so close to graduation last time and it didn't happen, and you just kind of kept going. And you stuck with it. And I know that you are going to continue to do that now. You have the tools in your toolbox to create this life that you have envisioned for yourself, and to leave behind the parts that weren't so great, and to move forward with this newfound strength and determination. So I know it'll all be good, just like you said it would be.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to hear about your future plans. To volunteer at the Atlanta Humane Society or Trinity House, which I love.
Yeah, they're very good organization.
Yes, I love that. And also so great to share some of this compassion, that you have innately in you. I love that.
Thank you.
And to pursue your education on becoming a Spanish translator, which we need in the court system. So if you could just come on back to the courthouse and enjoy, being in the courtroom for a job as opposed to any other reason, that would be fantastic.
No problem.
Excellent. Well, good. Well, we are just so excited, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Judge.
So we'll let you have to say something. First, let's got your certificate and your presentation there. And
Thank you, Judge. Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
You're a big hit.
That's okay.
Thank you.
All right, Jamie, staff, have you say anything?
Yes, I want to congratulate you on making it this far. You came into the program with the mentality that we hope that each participant enters with, and that was to come in and learn what you could and put it into practice, and you've done just that, and that's led you to being here. And as the judge said, as long as you continue to keep that perspective that you've had, you're going to go far.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing everything that you do.
Thank you very much.
I'll give you this. First, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Okay, Mr. Paluziak, when he entered our program, he was always positive, looking forward, and I believe that he gave a lot to his other peers who were in the program. Always full of knowledge and prepared, so just keep that going forward, and I wish you the best of luck for being a translator.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Williams.
all right.
Appreciate it.
Do you want to say anything? Step on up. You want to say anything you want to say?
I just want to say this, to all the counselors, staff, family, friends, everybody, I just want to say, and everybody involved, I couldn't have done it without everybody. And I really appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you very much, and especially to my mom and my sister and my family. Just want to thank you very much for everything.
All right, our second BHTC grad is en route, so hopefully she'll make it in time. But so I may be back up here for her. Move on. Thanks.
Thank you again, Judge Richardson, and congratulations again, Mr. Paluziak. Oh, does someone take my thing? But either way, I think I can say the next judge we have is Judge McBurney. And he's gonna introduce his graduate.
Mr. Hornsby, come on up. Whoa. So, first, who do you have here? Do you have folks here today?
Hold back roll.
Hold back. Wow, that's a crew. I was sitting back there for a minute and they kind of mean mugged me when I was going. So I learned two things about Mr. Hornsby today, and then I'll tell you all the other stuff I learned. One is this Bubba thing. It was always Mr. Hornsby, Judge McBurney. I like Bubba, that fits. And the other is, because you appreciate you always wearing clothes when you're in court, I had no idea all of the artwork that you had going on. It's quite a landscape. So Mr. Hornsby started out very quietly. It's going to shock some of you coming in. He was typically present. He'd sort of come up to the podium when he needed to be. But if you could be this far from the podium and engage in a judge, he was doing that. This was someone who, it wasn't clear where the commitment was early on. But it grew on him, the program. And more importantly, he grew on the program. He ended up being one of our most potent peer ambassadors, given back to the program. And as I think about where he has gone and where he wants to go as he progresses beyond drug court, he's got the concentric circles just right. He waited until he was squared away before he went back to work. He waited until family was as squared away as he could get family before he started focusing on his peers. And when I looked at his list of things he wants to do upon graduation, he wants to maintain his sobriety, that first circle. He wants to get his kids more active in his life and get his family situated. He's a builder. He builds props and sets for all the shows you watch on Netflix, and wants to build a home for his family. But most of all, and this is the proof of how far you've come, he wants to not forget where he came from and help build pathways for other folks who are struggling with addiction and incarceration and that endless cycle of I use, I'm arrested, I get locked up, I get released, repeat. So there's someone who isn't leaving anyone behind. And I think that's the beauty of how far you've come from that reluctant, I don't even want to engage with anyone. I won't tell you my name's Bubba, it's Mr. Hornsby, that's it, to where you are able to go in the capacity you've got. It's a beautiful, beautiful transition. And let's layer this on the very top. Mr. Hornsby, in his entire time in drug court, 0 dirty screens. Yes. You also to swag, you get that, and they may have some great things they want to say about you, and then I'd like you to say a few things as well. I know that's not your thing, but this is your day where you're going to do it. So,
Okay, I just want to say congratulations, Mr. Hornsby. We watched you grow from day one, but you came in with a level of commitment that we rarely see. And you shared so much of yourself with other participants as a peer ambassador. So we just want to congratulate you because we know you're going to do the great things going forward. So congratulations.
So let's do this first. So, Mr. Hornsby, congratulations. I appreciate you. Anytime I ask Mr. Hornsby how's he's doing, amazing. Amazing. So I have adopted that. So it doesn't matter how bad the day is, it's amazing. So thank you for always being there for your fellow fall group. You four have stuck together. And I'm grateful because if anybody could show anybody how to do it, you did. And I want to let your family know how much you really did this for them as well. So there was never a time that he didn't have you on his mind because he never wanted to go back to what he was. And he was committed before he walked into the door, and you will remain committed when you leave the courtroom today. Congratulations.
Am I allowed to say something virtually?
Please.
Oh,
I'm sorry, yeah.
yes, Lionel Hornsby, real addict and a real alcoholic, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, you know, much 14 right there.
All right, that's my
Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge McBurney, and congratulations again, Mr. Hornsby. Next, we have Judge Cross to present her clients.
I'm gonna stare at here,
Oh,
otherwise you won't be able to see me behind the computer, anyway. Before I get started calling out my three individual graduates, I just wanna say, I think when you look at the three of them, they're a really good representation of boring, and I mean that. And what I mean by that is these people are all very exciting, interesting, wonderful people. But here's the thing, they've all lived real exciting lives up to this point and not in the way that maybe they wanted to. And so much of their journey in drug court was about finding the boring, right? It was about doing the things that we all take for granted as the boring parts of our life and only having the excitement and joy and surprise that they sought out rather than the drama that happened to them without being able to really control it. So I think that's a really good thing. And this is the one time where I think boring is really a value. So anyway, with that, I'm going to start and call Ms. Smith up here. How are you?
Good, Your Honor. How are you?
Okay. So, Ms. Smith, I'm going to let you, if you want to start for just a moment and talk a little bit about sort of your journey as you understand it.
Oh, man. First and foremost, my addiction started in 2012. My mom committed suicide by intentional overdose. That day I started drugs for my very first time. And it went pretty quick. 5 years later, my dad did the same thing, intentional overdose. Suicide, and I completely lost it. 6 years ago, I ended up under a bridge, living in Tent City off of Lenox Road, Cheshire Bridge. These are just pictures of me living that lifestyle. I ended up with 11 arrests in about 3 years, in and out of jail, 9 months here, 9 months there. And the judge just saw that I wasn't so much a criminal as much as I just had a problem. And they offered me this program, and it's led to vacations, car, house, doing outreach in the same community I was homeless in. Beautiful job, friends, true friends, reconnected with my sisters. been amazing.
And it, first of all, there's a reason she was someone who was chosen to give you a little bit of a reflection to start this process, because not only is she someone who is very much benefited personally, but she has brought a lot of benefit to the Accountability Court program. She is someone who has been a wonderful peer ambassador. She is someone who not only has done that in her spare time, but has turned that into a calling and a job for herself. She is working now in the recovery arena. And I know with that attitude and that ability, that life experience that she brings to it, that she will be a wonderful help, as she already has been, to fellow members of the Accountability Court program, but to other people who are seeking a better way, a more healthy way, a happier and more joyous, boring way to go forward in life. So, congratulations, Ms. Smith, and I'd like to call on some of the other drug court team if anybody wants to say anything.
I will just say that Ms. Smith is one that we can always use as an example, because unlike Mr. Hornsby, she did not have a straight path. She had some hiccups along the way, but that's okay. We watched her bounce back. We watched her grow tremendously into yet another peer ambassador, somebody who was a resource for other participants in the program. And I just want to say congratulations. Couldn't be prouder of you and the work you've done here. Excellent job. Hats off. Congratulations.
So Ms. Smith, thank you. Thank you for not only being a peer ambassador in the building, but thank you for finding employment for your fellow, for our fellow participants in the program. So thank you. So you wanted to always be there to help bring somebody up. So I thank you not only for that, but I'm not gonna say you're the mother of the group. You're the big sister of the group. And to hear you say what you said, and I have to just say this to everyone, when you have a smaller group, you get to have more intimate conversation. And a lot of things came out in our groups, and to hear her say that she had so much respect for these men that she never had before. And these aren't blood relatives. So for her to say that, she really meant that. She really means it when she says that she can call them and they're gonna answer. And they are going to answer. And that's a beautiful thing. So that's just what drug court exemplifies. That's what we want. We want you to have that sober network outside that becomes your family, not just your network. And that's what you accomplished in drug court, and we're proud of you. Thank
you. And next up, we're gonna have Mr. Thomas. Looking good in that suit, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
And y'all can't see it, but he has these awesome things on his shoes there. Yeah.
It's that Gucci.
Congratulations.
Thank
Which one of these boards is yours? Can you put it up for us? Gotcha. Come from saying a few words about it, sir?
Well, before him represents old 35 years of drama. I got tired of the drama. In and out of jail. My stepdaughter wrote a big thing, show cool. Time lost. So I decided I wanted to do something better. I came into the program, but I came into the program, I didn't come in. I thought I could BS my way through it. Because I thought I had all the sense in the world.
Sure.
So I found out that if I really wanted it, somebody program, I got to buy into it, just step back out the way, get out my way to see me come. Now, I graduated from Hope House. I got a job, a tremendous job with my first bank account. I ain't gonna achieve a goal of being employee of the month.
Yep.
Most of all, I became to be an amazing father and have my own 401k retirement program.
Very well done. And I'm gonna underscore some of the things that he's pointed out to you. So Mr. Thomas had a long 15+ years of not being employed, bouncing around, not having a lot of stability in his life. And one of the things that he has done during the process of his recovery through our accountability court program is he's been employed with the same employer for a year, qualified for their 401k program, has been offered opportunities to move forward and to move up, continuing with that company. So it's not just that we think Mr. Thomas is awesome, he has demonstrated all of those skills and all of those great benefits that he has to offer to the community at large and to his employer as well. And I want to start with the employer because it's so, it's so easy to see that with the 401k and the employee of the month certificate. But that other thing he's got right below that is father, right? And what may have trailed off just a tiny bit while he was talking about his board is that he said the thing that cut him to the core when his stepdaughter said time lost. And it was just time that he had lost from being able to be a father and be with his family. And now right there with all of that excitement and happiness about his job and his stability is the word father in big, big print. And that's because he's able now to be present in the lives of his family and to offer all that benefit and all that joy and all that kindness and good heart that Mr. Thomas has to his family that he wanted to be able to offer before, but maybe wasn't in a position to. So those are the things that I think about Mr. Thomas and how excited I am for him with all those wonderful opportunities, especially with his family. Congratulations.
Look at all the lady back there in the back with the hat on.
Mr. Thomas, thank you and congratulations. Thank you for being the one on the team who always had the kind word for everybody else. Thank you for making sure that they were calling when they were supposed to, showing up, making sure everybody was where they were supposed to be. So I do want to say, I know you're gonna go home to all those women in the house. Mr. Thomas lives in the house full of women of all ages. And the 4-year-old runs the house. So I want you to know that we appreciate you. I thank you for your example. I thank you for your dedication. And I thank you for what not only you meant to your family, but what you brought to Jerkport as well. Congratulations.
I'm just gonna mirror what she said. We've just watched you grow so much. When you came back and I saw that you were the chairperson of community, I said, okay, we really made, we have made some major advancements in this time. And we just congratulate you in this growth process and just wish much continued success in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Holmes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You don't see his big old head?
Right.
Okay, if you lean it back a little bit, lean on that plexiglass, there we go. Okay, Mr. Holmes, first of all, give me a hug, so good to see you. Now, do you want to tell us a little bit about your board?
My board, when I think about this
You
board,
can take off your mask if you want.
when I think about my board, I'm so glad we did it because it just remind me when I thought I was, living life, I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I was just wasting time. So then when I think about my board, in and out of Rice Street, in and out of jail, you know what I'm saying? I just want more. And start truck driving on 31st, you know what I'm saying? I got a job, forklift now. My credit's straight, I'm good. Now I'm living, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even want to go back. I've been gave it up. I don't go to my old places no more, none of that. So trying to go forward.
Well, thank you for your hard work and for looking forward, right? So we were talking a little bit earlier about people take different paths to get to where they are today. And Mr. Holmes is an excellent example because he was here on a second chance, right? He was referred into drug court and then he was not in the right place. It did not work out for him. He wasn't ready. And then he was given a second chance and he decided, you know what, I'm ready now. I'm gonna commit myself to it and I'm gonna do this. And he did. And boy, did he, right? Like it was like he flipped the switch. He became much more, I know according to the team, you know, he was like literally somebody just said, okay, I'm gonna open up and actually talk to y'all today about what's going on in my life and what I think I'm struggling with. And so often that's the hardest part. Is pulling those strings and getting somebody to open up. And Mr. Holmes really, really did that. All of this stuff right here, he is, you know, on the right side of his board again, you know, and you might not have heard him when I was asking him to talk about his board, but you know, he has gotten his forklift certification. He's now got his CDL and you're starting, is it next month?
31st going to CDL school.
Yeah, so next week, forgive me, with his CDL. And all of this is just that, and he just got a credit card. So talk about boring and he's got all these grown-up responsibilities.
Right.
But those are just, again, those things that we all, when you take control of your life and you have the ability to say, I'm in charge of my life and I have the skills and the tools to run my life because I'm in charge of my life. Those are the things that you can do. Mr. Holmes is an excellent, excellent example of that. And also an excellent example to everyone, all of us, no matter whether it's drug court or anything else in our lives, don't give up. When at first you don't succeed, try again. There's a reason that's a cliche, and Mr. Holmes is an excellent example of it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Holmes, thank you for not giving up. Mr. Holmes is one to show all the other clients, you can get almost there and something happens and you keep the right attitude and you're able to stand here today. So thank you for having the right attitude. Thank you for keep coming back. And just thank you for being honest. I appreciate that. You have taught not just me, you have taught your peers what it means to really stand up and be honest and speak your truth. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You are a true story of perseverance because we have watched you get knocked down and get back up. I don't know how many times, and you did it. And we are just so proud of you. You have truly grown from a boy to a man in this program. We are just excited to see you. Now you get to live that square life that you used to say we live. You have a chance to live a square life.
Square life. Square life. Congratulations.
So we're not squares, we're rectangles.
Thank you, Judge Krause, and congratulations again, Ms. Smith, Mr. Thomas, and Mr. Holmes. We're gonna pause for a moment, and I'm gonna let Mr. Collins introduce someone to speak, and then Judge Richardson will come right back to you.
Thank you so much, everybody. I mentioned in my introduction the wonderful support that our programs have enjoyed from Fulton County government and our Board of Commissioners in particular. And now I want to introduce who I hope I don't get in trouble by saying this is our #1 supporter, the person who always picks up the phone when we call, who had a number of commitments today, but still found a way to make it and to join us virtually. And that is Commissioner for District 4, Natalie Hall.
Thank you so much, John. You know, I really appreciate you and all the judges and the staff for what you do and for always making sure that you connect with me and my team to ensure that I know that this is happening. And so I'm your Fulton County Commissioner for District 4. You are literally in District 4 while you're sitting there in the courtroom. And it's a great pleasure for me to extend a warm welcome and congratulations congratulations to our fall 2021 Fulton County Accountability Court graduates today. So please give yourselves a round of applause. And thank you to you and your family. And thank you to your family and your friends for joining us. As your county commissioner, I believe that I've been blessed to be a blessing to others. And so I'm here to support and help our judges, our justice partners, and their teams to continue this work that they're doing to help our residents. We understand life can take a turn at times unexpectedly, but you decided to take control, and I cannot be more proud of each and every one of you. As a county, we're dedicated and committed to supporting and providing services and resources in our communities. Although our court programs are being conducted differently due to COVID-19, I think that this just makes for more opportunity for us to come together, because like today, as John said, I had so many commitments. I have a youth conference that I'm literally sitting in the midst of right now at Central Library with over 100 APS and Fulton County youth, but I was able to break out into one of their meeting rooms and jump on here just so I can love on you guys and tell you how much we care about you and how much we want to make sure that you are a success moving forward. Accountability Court rebuilds people, strengthens families, and creates a community network for its graduates. And today, your dedication and hard work has paid off. But do not stop there. I'm proud and honored to witness your accomplishments today. So to the graduates, Sarah Smith, congratulations on rebuilding family connections and getting a wonderful job and accomplishing over 17 months of sobriety. Sarah, I'm excited about your plans to go back to college and open your own transitional recovery house. And I hope that you will do that in Fulton County, because we give out grant funding to organizations that do that kind of work for our community. And I'd love to make sure that you are able to obtain that grant funding so you can really service the people. Shakira Bradley, congratulations on maintaining employment for the majority of the program and associating with positive and productive peers and learning healthier ways to control your anger. You've got big plans to maintain your mental health and own businesses in cosmetics and retail industry, and I'm a shopper. And so please connect with me. I would love to see your cosmetics and whatever you're doing in the retail industry. And Anthony Thomas, congratulations on acquiring your first job in 15 years, opening your first bank account, and maintaining your sobriety for over a year. Those are outstanding accomplishments. And it was great to hear that you're saving money to buy your first home and planning on traveling when you retire. And so if you're staying in Atlanta, which I hope you are, look up Invest Atlanta's home buyer program, because they have affordable housing opportunities and opportunities for great mortgage programs and everything for first-time home buyers. And Brian Palasiak, did I say that right? Palasiak?
That's close enough.
Congratulations on obtaining and maintaining part-time employment while you were in the program and staying away from drugs and bad influences. That's awesome. And I admire the fact that you want to volunteer at the Atlanta Humane Society and or Trinity House, and you want to pursue formal education to become a Spanish translator. You know, in Fulton County, we need translators. So if you do that, please look for opportunities with us. We like to add great people to our team. And Melvin Holmes, congratulations on completing the program on your second try. I always tell people, if you don't succeed the first time, try again. You will eventually make it a success. So learning the importance of spending your time wisely and acquiring your first credit card is just a great success. And Melvin, I was happy to hear that you plan to stay connected to the recovery community and you're currently working towards getting your CDL license. You know, I drove a truck one time. It wasn't my profession, but someone, a loved one in my life drove a truck, and they actually let me get up in the truck and drive it just a little bit. So I wish you all great success. And Ronald, Bubba Hornsby, I don't want to leave you out. Congratulations on learning to trust in the process, never testing positive while in the program, and becoming an amazing peer ambassador. It's wonderful that you plan to stay committed to your sobriety and go through the necessary processes to gain custody of your children. That is awesome. Family is important. And in closing, I want to thank our accountability court judges and staff, because without you, we would not have these opportunities for our Fulton County residents. Drug court judge Robert McBurney, you're amazing. Judge Rachel Krause, you are as well. We appreciate you. Coordinator Sharon Reeves, Behavioral Health Treatment Court Judge Emily Richardson, Coordinator Jaleese Lee, all the court staff from John Collins, Anthony Warren, Sarah Sistrunk, the case managers, the counselors, the peer mentors, investigators, lab staff, kitchen staff, partners like the DA's office, public defenders, community supervision, sheriff's office. And so you see how many people it takes to make this all work for you. That is love. That's what I call hard work. And it is not hard work, because we want to do this for the people. And so congratulations to the Fall Accountability Court graduates. Sarah Smith, I'm going to call you guys' name one more time. That's how much we care about you. Shakira Bradley, Anthony Thomas, Brian Palasiak, Melvin Holmes, and Ronald Bubba Hornsby.
Yeah. Thank you, Commissioner Hall, for that wonderful speech, and each and every one. I'm sure they appreciate all you have said today. We're going to bring Judge Richardson back up. She has one more client that she would like to present.
I'm so glad Miss Bradley made it. That Atlanta traffic. I know. I understand it. All right. Well, first I'm giving you a hug. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to start off by this. Oh, do you have your board? Yes, right. Oh no, there it is. This week marks 3 years since you joined the program. So, you know, you've been here for a little bit. But that even shows how much you have learned and taken out of this, right? You have just really embraced everything that there is to offer. When you took your plea that brought you into behavioral health court, Judge LaGrua, she sentenced you to all the programs. Yes, but which we have narrowed it down to just the HTC. But Judge LaGrua, I saw in you clearly someone who could be saved, who didn't have to continue the cycle, who didn't have to keep going in and out of prison, in and out of jail, and you proved her right. It took us 3 years, but we got there, and we did it. And I think so much of what you have done is really accepting about yourself that you needed maybe a little assistance, and we needed to deal with our anger, and we needed to deal with some of this. But as soon as you finally got past that and accepted it, it was just this whole new Miss Bradley, and it was just wonderful, and it was lovely over the year and a half-ish, like I said, that I've been with you to see that change, and you know, going from times where I think you were still struggling with it to really embracing this new change, this new development. So I am just thrilled beyond belief that you have come and what you have ahead of you. And this, you're such a hard worker and you have such incredible entrepreneurial goals. And we just can't wait to see what happens next.
Thank
in
you
the
so
next
much.
stage. All right, there we go. Here's your stuck. Hold on. Where is that? All right, we'll fix it later. All right. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll let staff say something.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Oh.
Miss Bradley, I kind of compare her to a severe car accident. When she came to us, she was on life support and wouldn't listen to anything we had to say. She was back and forth, not following directions or doing anything. Yeah, keep fanning. But eventually, she got off life support. She started to listen. She became engaged a little bit with the conversations that we had in the groups, gave her input, which was good. And then she eventually got up on some crutches and, had a few stumbles and falls, but you got back up though. That was the main thing, you kept coming back. And I always tell you, it's sort of like driving a car. You always want to look forward through that front windshield. Don't want to look in that rearview mirror. You passed all of that.
Yes.
So I just want to congratulate you and I wish you the best with your cosmetic company.
Thank you
And
so much.
the best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
It's hard for me to say this. Because she's been with me from the onset when she came into the program, even with me changing positions. She's like, Miss Lee, I don't want another counselor. You got to stay my counselor. And
She didn't leave me.
I didn't leave her. And we wrote it out together. And I'm so proud of you. I want to thank your son and your grandma for always supporting you through everything. I know how important they are to you. I want you to keep them in your forefront as you move forward. And I'm so looking forward to seeing everything that you do as you go forward in your future.
Thank you so much, Miss Lee.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm glad you made it.
It's been a pleasure working with you and thank you for giving me a chance to just work with you.
I thought you were gonna be hard too though.
Yes, that's the thing. But just thank you for being submissive to the process and actually making the changes and being open. And even when there were difficulties, you still came up and you spoke to us and you were able to work through everything. I am so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I'm just excited that you're here. And I know everything is just going to be amazing from here on out. Just keep being amazing. Keep working on those coping skills. Keep using them and just best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much, Miss Adebumi. Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I just want to say it's been a long journey, but I finally made it. I didn't give up. I kept going. I lost my mother in the process, and I know that would have thought me out, but it didn't. It kept me stronger. I kept going, and I did it, Mama.
Thank you again, Judge Richardson, and congratulations, Ms. Bradley. We're going to move on through the program. Next, we have a message to the graduates, and we're going to bring up Ms. Pamela Johnson.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And to the graduates, my name is Pamela Johnson. And I am a person in long-term recovery. And what that means is I have not found it necessary to use any mood-altering drugs, substances, and sometimes people for 12 and a half years. Yeah. I am a product of Fulton County Accountability Court alumni. I graduated in the winter of 2010 under the direction of Judge Doris Downs. And I just want to say to the now alumni of 2022 that's going to have the affordability of living two lives in one lifetime. You're living two lives in one lifetime. That you are grade A babies. You are the best of the best. There is no other human like you. You are one of a kind. You are badasses. You are risk takers. You have manifesting life creatures which are one of a kind. You are powerful, you are brilliant, you are beautiful in every way. You are amazing because you were created by the same energy that created the sun, the ocean, and the sky. On your perceived worst days, there's nothing nobody can do with you if you decide to show up. That's all that you deserve is the best. This is your end all or be all. You will always replenish. There will always come a time when your testament becomes your testimony. This is your day, your week, your month, and your year. This is your new way of life. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And again, on behalf of being an alumni of Fulton County Hope Hall, this is the last house on the block. Don't open the door and leave out the house. I love y'all.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Next, we're going to have, it's supposed to be a special recognition by Ms. Sylvia Franklin. Ms. Franklin is not here today. So on behalf of Ms. Franklin, I have a couple of medals.
Miss Reeves, I'm sorry, Miss Franklin is joining us virtually.
So great.
Miss Franklin.
Why, yes, I am here virtually. Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to take a few moments to officially recognize two individuals who not only came into the program for themselves, but along the way have made themselves available to give back to others in the capacity of a peer ambassador. The peer ambassador program started off as an early retention project to pair up participants in the later phases with the newer phases, but these two individuals not only forged relationships with some of the younger participants, but they stepped up in leadership capacities beyond our wildest dreams. So we are so grateful for them, not only being program participants, but leaders in their own right. And today I would like to recognize Sarah Smith and Sir Bubba Hornsby as our fall 2022 peer ambassadors.
All right.
And yes, again, we would like to thank Ms. Smith and Mr. Hornsby for their dedication in working with our clients. Next, we're going to have our words of affirmation from Ms. Rhea Collier.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, congratulations, graduates. Yeah. We are so proud of you and your many accomplishments. A wise man once said, "The measure of your intelligence is the ability to change." And that was by Albert Einstein. Graduates of Accountability Court, you have mastered the art of change. It is such an honor to see the change in you. When you started out, you were faced with two options. One path would lead in one direction, and I'm sure you're aware of where that direction could have led you. I've talked to many defendants, and they tell me over and over and over again, that is not the path that I want. And that path could have been jail or death. But you chose the right path. You chose the accountability court path. And for that, I think that you absolutely deserve a round of applause. Thank you for choosing not the easiest path, but the uphill journey of accountability court leading to success, good health, happiness, happiness with your family, happiness with your friends, jobs, 401k, productive citizens, freedom, knowing how good you are in life, and knowing that you matter. Thank you for trusting the path. Thank you for trusting the process. Thank you for getting up when knocked down. Continue to use your tools. Continue to stay away from negative people, places, and things. Doesn't the view from the top look amazing? Yes. And guess what? You look amazing too. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you all, and this ends our commencement ceremony. I bring you back to Mr. John Collins, our director, for our final remarks.
Wonderful. Well, yet again, we're at the end of an inspiring commencement ceremony. And while we call you all graduates, we call the ceremony a commencement ceremony for a good reason. And I know I say this every graduation, but I think it's important for you to hear it as a graduate. It's called a commencement because this is not the end. This is the beginning of your new life. And so we want to wish you well. We want to offer you support in that venture. It's a wonderful thing. So congratulations again. And I would just like to say to everybody joining us virtually on YouTube and Zoom, we hope you have a wonderful afternoon and weekend. And for those of y'all in the courthouse, please enjoy the refreshments, but somebody save me a lemon square, please. Have a wonderful weekend, and thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you.